Welcome to another edition of Steppin Up Big Time. I'm your host, Newbie Ratone. Steppin' Up, we discuss sports, all sports, nothing but sports. I'm joined by two sports analysts,
Danny.
Carr.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. As the late, great Michael Jackson would say, this is it. This is our final episode. We've been doing this for 5 years. So right off the bat, I want to thank everyone's been on the show, not to mention you two.
Malord,
Jeff, Gene,
Reggie.
Sam, Reggie,
Darius,
Chad Dixon, Darius, and Corey Brown. He did have one show in there, one out of the 52. So I guess he gets a little part of the pie. But everyone's telling me why you canceling the show. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. We've maxed out. We've done a good job with this show. Do something else. I got some new stuff coming up that you guys will definitely see my name out there. And I'm pretty sure we'll see all the names out there with stuff we're going with. But enough with the Full House emotional garbage. Let's get right to it. Michael Vick. Michael Vick finally out of jail, but now Roger Goodell wants to suspend him for possibly an additional 6 games. Does Michael Vick deserve to be suspended going into the regular season?
To tell you the honest truth, Michael Vick has gotten more than his fair share of what he's deserved. This guy has been unfairly treated since this whole scandal broke out, probably since he got into the NFL. He's been drastically underrated. Then he's been criticized over every little thing that he does and doesn't do. And now, because of his generosity to some of his friends, and maybe and definitely questionable character and questionable decisions that he's made, but the punishment should always fit the crime. And I believe that this was a witch hunt for Michael Vick, and they got him, and they just threw the book at him for stuff that I don't believe he should have. And now, on top of the society throwing the book at him, the NFL is going to throw the book at him for something that he's already been punished for.
I have to agree with Danny here because you got to look at it. This guy did 2 years. He lost all his money, his sponsors, his promotions. He lost everything. And he's sitting here, they're going to say he can't play till week 6? Come on. It's just not fair. The guy did his time.
You got to
league
put it,
needs Vick. So.
You got to put it in perspective. There's people who go out there and drink and drive and kill somebody.
Dante Stallworth,
and are free men.
Right.
They're free men, and they don't get a suspension. They don't get they get a slap on the wrist, and they killed a person. At worst, Michael Vick killed a dog.
Right.
Granted, shouldn't be doing it, but you're putting the value of a dog's life over the value of a human person.
Right. It just
doesn't add up.
He served his time.
Yeah, he served his time. You took away his livelihood. You took away his freedom. You took away his money, his future potential to make money. You've done everything that you can do to the man, except tar and feather him. And now you just want to suspend him for a couple more games just for the heck of it.
I want to make this very clear to the viewers who are watching, to PETA, everybody. And I don't care how politically incorrect this is.
Right.
I don't give a damn.
Yep.
It was just a stupid dog.
Yep.
I don't care. It was a stupid dog, and a dog compared to human life
does not
is
add up.
nothing.
It's nothing.
Like I said earlier, the punishment should fit the crime. Killing a dog in a cruel manner is something that shouldn't be done. However, if it is done, you shouldn't be punished more than somebody who just decided to drink and get drunk and drive a car and kill somebody. You shouldn't be punished more than that person.
Honestly, I'm not going to get too political over here, but I'm going to get political.
Yep.
Let's go to a bigger issue. This is the problem in this society.
Yep.
If you do a crime and you get sentenced to jail, once you get out, you get punished again. It's a whole, court reform thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Michael Vick got 2 years.
2 years.
He's done. That's his punishment, Goodell.
Yep. That's on his record.
Well, you know Goodell wants to get a little jab.
Yeah, he wants to show. But Michael Vick lied to him. Michael Vick did lie to him, and that's probably why.
But he wants to get a little.
What I think it is.
Wait, hold on. He lied. Michael Vick lied to Roger Goodell. You know what his punishment? 2 years in jail.
2 years in jail.
That's a great punishment.
You know how many games?
You're right. Roger Goodell just wants to throw something in.
How many games was he suspended while he was in jail for 2 years? Can it run concurrent?
Yes.
Can it run concurrent? That's all we're asking for.
You're right.
He shouldn't have to get out of jail and then trying to get the job and you don't let him. It's just not fair. He doesn't deserve that. He's gotten what he's deserved, and he's gotten more than the punishment that he's deserved. He's gotten the punishment for every person who's ever fought. There's people who fight dogs and get a fine. You know, he's a celebrity, and it's a high profile case, so they punished him to the fullest extent that they could.
I don't get it.
And there's people who fight a dog in the backyard. They get caught. They get a fine. They don't go to jail. They don't lose their job. They don't lose all the money they had in the bank. They don't lose their house. They just get a fine.
Go on to the next question, but real quick. I made a comment on Facebook. I said, I think I said it was something about a dog. It was World War III. Yeah. Everyone lost. Who cares?
It's a dog. I mean, granted,
it's not right. I'm not saying it's right. But at the end of the day, I'm going to sleep well. Yeah. I'm going to sleep well. Yeah. Okay? Next question. The whole unfortunate Steve McNair incident. We have a lot of little incidents, little rumblings in the NFL. I mean, even the NBA and baseball. Do professional athletes, can they ever have moral ethics in terms of committing adultery?
No.
Doing this, doing that. Well, honestly, I'm not an athlete, and I won't be close to being a professional athlete. But it seems to me like these pro athletes always want to live on the line. You know what I'm saying? If you're a great player, they think they're great in life too. And they'll live life on the line. Okay, I can get that girl, 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 and that one. No one's gonna find out. That's the perspective that I get. And then I want to talk about this whole Steve McNair issue.
I think in regards to this whole situation, you got to remember, professional athletes are people just like us. They're no different, except for the fact that they have an incredible ability to do something that we can't do on some kind of athletic venue. Right. And they're no different than us as far as people go. Right. So they're going to make mistakes. They're going to do everything. The only difference is that there's a huge spotlight on them, so that every time that they do make one of those mistakes, everybody's going to know about it. Now, granted, if you know this going in, you should be a little bit more careful about what you do and the decisions that you make. However, you got to understand that they make the mistakes just like we do. However, there is a lot more temptation. I mean, you are a professional athlete. You're a high-profile person. You are a millionaire. Everybody knows it. There's more temptation out there than the average Joe. So I mean, while they should know what they're doing and they should be a little bit more careful about the things that they do, they have a lot more things riding on it.
But guess how
this is Roger Goodell. He really needs to crack down on this. There's too many incidents with murder, shootings,
he's too busy
drugs,
with Michael
strippers, a lot of things. He's too busy with Michael Vick. He's not worried about the rest of the league. He needs to make a meeting, a press conference, and make it clear cut to the NFL that he's not playing games.
And not just the NFL.
And he hasn't done it yet.
I'm talking, listen, professional athletes.
But McNair was
it's morally coming from the NFL.
Well, here's what happens. You have every professional athletic association. You got NBA, NFL, you got everything. You got a bunch of teenagers and young adults, young 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, who don't get it. There should be no mistake about it. The majority are coming from nothing. They're coming from being broke. They're coming from the hood. They're coming from welfare. They're coming from the worst possible scenarios. And all of a sudden, you are handing them $1 million every week. You're handing these people millions of dollars. That is a complete lifestyle change. You have to show these people the responsibility that comes with that lifestyle. But you know what? And the NBA has done it a little bit with the developmental league and the mentoring program, but it hasn't been done nearly enough.
But I think here's a problem. And you're exactly right. There's no guidance. Yeah, it's you go from 0 to 100.
Yep,
just like that.
In a millisecond.
I'm talking about it's corporate America taking advantage
of these.
Let me say it. And I don't care. This is my last show, so what are they gonna do? What are they gonna cancel my show? Okay, taking advantage of Black America. Most of these athletes are black. Yeah. And then they say, you know what? We're gonna expose them. And then once he makes that first mistake, okay, we bring them up. And we tear them down. I'm not like that. I said, I'll tear you down. Yeah, I'll tear you down.
But I'm not going to bring you up for the
just to tear you down.
Just to tear you down. Exactly. You got to understand. You put these people on a pedestal. You put them. You build the pedestal. You put them on it, and then you tear it out from under them on purpose to sell magazines, to get ratings on your TV shows, to have something to talk about. It just does. It fuels the machine. That's what it does. And I think it's messed up with these people. I mean, when you get a job, you do an internship. Regular people. You get a job, you go to training, you do an internship. You learn. It's a process. You don't just go from 0 to 100 and that's it, and nobody helps you, and you make a mistake, you learn it on your own, and you get all the penalties, and you don't even deal with regular penalties. You deal with like the huge microcosm. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Another issue. This whole segment's about just